Today, I'm going to be going through the techniques that you can use to get the level 102 target in the Chimera Protocol raid down to instant map repair. Hey everyone, Derpy here, and welcome back to another Battle Pirates video. Just getting things started, this was a full X1 fleet. Unfortunately, I'm not going to scrap my entire fleet, rebuild it at U0, although if there is enough demand, I may use that U1 free Kixeye fleet. In any case, let's go ahead and get started. You will notice I have a Sea Serpent's crew on. This helps with evade, you'll see at the end, and how much that helps with the damage taken. In any case, this target is one where you start out in the same spot it is the auto target, and it actually is currently bugged in game if you have welded barrel system. At the start of the raid, it was also bugged if you had Hyper 30, they have fixed it. You do get hung up on a land tile and can't move. I have submitted a support ticket for this one, so just keep that in mind. The first two turrets go down on auto really easily. For the next one, these are ballistic turrets with a very high minimum range, and you want to move inside these very quickly. Once those two are dead, the auto path is actually excellent, where it moves right between these two different turrets, which is exactly what you want to do. You don't want to get damaged by these short-range turrets ever, and if you find yourself getting hit by those, you're probably driving worse than auto, which is something I may have done a few times myself. In any case, the next turrets are up here. You want to be aware that these radioactive turrets have a pretty high range and a pretty high damage. What you're going to want to do is to move within a spot that's in the dead zone of the right-hand turret and the left-hand turret right here, where you can kill these radioactive ones, the ones that are not shooting, very, very quickly, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I was shift-clicking on one turret and hovering over the other so I could do that more easily. Once these two turrets are dead, and hopefully you do that before that second volley comes off, you'll kill everything else around here pretty easily. Keep in mind there is a short-range turret over here, as well as one more ballistic guy. You're going to want to move close to that ballistic one, just get inside the minimum range and deal with everything else, although again, the radioactive turret on the right might start to fire. If you get hit by this short-range radioactive one, you don't want to do that, and you're going to have a sad day. You'll also be able to notice you can move close to these radioactive turrets right here and kill this first gap, although the pathing is very strange around this land tile, which is something you want to keep in mind. So just move inside the range of these two ballistic and kill the other one that's not shooting at you. Once those are dead, you're going to do the same exact thing for these ballistic radioactive turrets over here. Get inside the range of radioactive, or these ballistic ones rather, and kill the radioactive. At this point, most of the target is dead. Go ahead and line yourself back up in the center pretty well. Hover over one of these things, maybe both of them, so you see where they're going, and move right in the middle here, killing the ones that actually do damage to you, which again are these radioactive launcher turrets. The ballistic one should do no damage because you should be inside the minimum range. Once these turrets are down, and depending on the exact percentage evaded, you might not get instant map repair, but you should have really low damage in any case. These things should be dead very easily. Again, if you get hit by the short-range turrets, you probably did something wrong and might want to watch the auto path. I'm not trying to be sarcastic with that one, it actually is pretty helpful. Let's go ahead and take a look at the damage, the battle report, and the build. As you can see, a huge chunk of our damage was evaded, with relatively even ballistic versus radioactive damage actually taken, very, very close to identical percentages resisted and taken, summing those ones up. In any case, the total damage here is 13 minutes and 41 seconds, which is instant base repair. I might have said instant map repair earlier. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I'm not going to go back and edit that out there, but instant base repair is what the result gets. I'll make sure the thumbnail and all that fun stuff has those accurate values on there. In any case, here's the build I'm running at this point. It is all X1, all limited weapons, which is actually pretty rare for me these days. I do have a Guidance Scrambler 3 on all 5 of the ships, which I believe is required to do well in this raid, which is disappointing considering the opposite was true last raid. I could talk about that all day if I wanted to. In any case, I want to give a huge shout out to channel members. These folks are people here who make sure I keep coming back and making videos for you guys. I do find that these names that continue to recognize in the community, both on the screen and not, are really helpful. I will be updating this slide in a few days, so if you are interested in having your name up here, there's a little join button below the YouTube videos. You can go ahead and click on that if you're interested. If not, no worries. Anyway, and until next time, this is going to be Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.